Hello, Internet, and welcome to the Gluttonous Geek Presents Rangers Rations. I'm Carter Eastus, and as you can see, we're not in the kitchen today. Today, and for the next 5 days, we're here in the Cahutta Wilderness in North Georgia. I have a very heavy pack on, a lot of food and water, hunting gear, ranger gear, and we are going to be hiking and doing some cooking out in the woods. So wish me luck. So as you can see, it is a beautiful day out. I can't see 100 feet. We are in the clouds here. It's going to be wet, at least for today. Then should hopefully clear up. We should have very, very nice few days out here in the woods. Yeah. I'm having to do the whole Les Stroud Survivor Man thing, walk away from the camera, and then I got to come back and get it. Cheers. So this is going to be my first campsite. I'll admit, I am very out of shape. My pack is extremely heavy. I am not going to be able to make the loop trail I originally envisioned. So with that in mind, I'm only about 1.5 miles in, and I've stopped to make camp for the first night. I found a lovely little grove of trees here that I'm gonna put my tarp up in. There is an old fire pit. So this has been used as a camp before. But yeah, I'm gonna bunker down here tonight. It's just been wet and rainy. Look, that white, that is just fog. I am living inside a cloud right now. Hoping that it'll clear up some tomorrow. I can make it to my next destination. I'm gonna get my tarp set up, and I'm going to gather up some firewood. And then tonight, we are making rabbit stew. And I wanted to share a luxury item that I just couldn't do without. But it really doesn't weigh anything, because it's multi-purpose. My staff turns into a tripod stool. So I have to thank Skilltree on YouTube for showing how to make this. I believe he also got it from an Instructable. But here is my version of the staff. So yeah, there's one of my gear pieces. Thanks a lot to Skilltree for showing us how to make this. And here we are, home sweet home for at least tonight. A wet, miserable, cloudy day. And I do mean cloudy because we're just in a cloud. I have been since this morning, since I got here. But I've got my shelter set up. I've got everything laid out on my bedroll, got my little camp stool set up. And now we just go about the business of finding firewood. So, we're gonna try out a new tool. This, I don't know, it's not a flute. Well, maybe it could work. This is a packable bow saw. Now, I haven't used this before. Just got it the other day. It's kind of a last-minute addition to this trip. I've put it together, but never actually tried sawing anything with it. So we're going to try it out. Yeah. Let's start on this branch. Oh yeah. And nice and dry on the inside. And for my tiny little camp stove that I'll be using, I really only need pieces of wood about 4 inches long. So, boom. There we go. Look at that. Nice and dry inside, a little wet on the outside, but that'll split up nicely. To really take advantage of the dry wood inside, we're going to need to split these. And I got 2 ways to do it here. First off, the most obvious is my tomahawk. This happens to be a CRKT. I can't remember the name of the Choga, something, I don't know. Can't remember the name of it. But I've customized it some, redone the finish. And, you know, it's obviously wet from being out here. But obviously, I can use this to split. It's all right if it doesn't go through on the first go. A lot of times it'll get stuck in the wood. Just pick up the whole thing and plop it down. And this is the kind of stuff we want to be cooking with. Got these nice little sticks that are nice and dry on 3 sides. Our other method, which you can do with a knife, especially if it's a nice big beefy knife, is called batoning. Now in this case, this knife, this is brand new. I actually haven't used this for anything yet. I got it 2 days before I came out, so I didn't even have time to, make it a nice leather case or anything like that. Might show this off a bit more later after I use it some. But it's an Elk Ridge bushcraft knife. Cool thing is this The handle opens up. There's a little secret compartment in there. They give you some matches and a little sewing kit. I added some fishing hooks and fishing line, and little survival kit in that. But to split this wood, very simply, just place your knife on top of the wood. Take another stick. And beat the back of it. There we go. Maybe not as efficient as the tomahawk, but I can get a little more control with it. Don't have to swing, I can just place it where I want. So especially on these pieces that won't stand up on their own. There we go. And we're making some nice dry firewood here. And that is actually holding up beautifully. Now, while I did bring my bow and arrow, I'm not hunting rabbit. Right now, it's not rabbit season. Might be duck season, I don't know. But it's not rabbit season. So I actually have a frozen rabbit, store-bought. Been carrying it with me, about a 2-pound rabbit, and start making some stew. All right. night one. I've got rabbit stew in the pot, cooking over the fire. But yeah, today kicked my ass. My pack is way too heavy. I made it about a mile and a half. So my original plan for this trip was 5 days and about 17 miles. I'm off to a great start. So yeah, no, that is not gonna happen. Really struggling with the rain here. Actually, it's not really rain, it's more just living inside of a cloud. I haven't seen anything today. You know, visibility was at best 200 feet. It's just white all around. I'm inside a cloud, but not raining, but every time the wind blows, it shakes moisture off the trees and comes dripping down. But for now, I'm dry and comfortable. Hardest thing was finding firewood. And I gotta say, that little bow saw that I picked up, oh my god, that is the life changer. Yeah, I've got this nice little pile of wood next to me with all these tiny little, you know, finger-sized sticks, and that's what I'm feeding to the fire. It is a little after 8 right now. Like I said, the rabbit stew is going, oh yeah, simmering nicely. 45 minutes to an hour just to let that do its thing. I'm gonna sign off for the night and just sit and watch this pot bubble. Alright, I have a rabbit leg. Just been roasting on the fire. Nice and crispy. Alright, it's 9:30 and the actual rain has come in. Quite suddenly, just started pouring down. So, we'll see how my shelter does. See you tomorrow.